Okay, so this is my YouTube story. I have all my notes here on my phone just to break this down into chapters. So this will be chapter 1, and so this is just gonna be how I got started and why I got into YouTube. So let's rewind about a decade ago. Like, this is crazy that I can say it's a decade ago. Back in 6th grade, middle school, and YouTube wasn't as big as it is today, that's for sure. But just going back to then, I was watching PewDiePie, who was one of my inspirations. He doesn't make as much content as he used to, but he was my inspiration for creating a YouTube channel. And what I did with that was I made Minecraft videos. I feel like a lot of people started there. And then I started doing a lot of stuff like that. Later on in the years, I started straying away from gameplay videos. I still did it every once in a while, but then I got really into airsofting. But some of the other people that inspired me were Navrich, Jet Desert Fox. Those are the two airsoft YouTubers I really loved watching. And some of the other people that I recently started watching is Charlie Chang, Pat K, Casey Neistat, people like that. There's a whole list. Joshua Wiseman, I watch a lot of cooking videos, so he's high up there too. Those were the people that led me to make my YouTube channel and inspired me from day-to-day content and pushed me to do things that I thought I would never do. And after that, just making my first video, let's talk about that. So like I mentioned before, I started back in 6th grade, and boy oh boy did I not have the equipment to make such videos. So I was using an Inspiron. Dell laptop that was not capable at all for recording or editing videos. I didn't get into editing probably for another year, but I had so much fun making videos. Again, my audience was literally nobody. It'd be my friends, like 6-10 people that I knew at school, and I would tell them and they'd watch it, and we would talk about the next day. I'd edit it, upload it that night, and then that morning at school, my friends and I would talk about it, which to me was just a little, it was really niche, really small knit community. We're just talking about stuff like that. But after some time, probably once I got my first 100 subscribers, there was a couple other people who weren't part of that community, and just seeing the harassment and bullying. Again, I was in 6th grade, 7th grade, so I didn't understand the concept of just ignoring it back then, so I would comment back and stuff like that, and sometimes it a little gets to me. Again, I was in 6th grade, so it's anything you hear, you listen, and you take it, you absorb it. And then, as I mentioned earlier, Jet Desert Fox, Navrich. So once I got to high school, this is where things began to kick off a bit. By watching those two, I got really into airsofting. So I worked at Chick-fil-A at the time, and every penny, dime, cent, dollar I earned, I was putting into my airsoft gear. And I would continually keep putting more and more. And then at the end of it all, my airsofting gear in total was about $2,000. It's crazy to think about that now, but yeah, my gear as a high schooler playing airsoft was about $2,000. For those of you who know about airsoft, there's like two sides. There's milsim and speed softing. As you can infer from the two people I've watched, Jeff Desert Fox and Navrich, they're more on the milsim side. So I had stuff like that for my gear, and doing it every weekend was so much fun. I got my GoPro. I started making gameplay videos of like out in the fields and stuff like that. When I would go to these fields, I would get recognized from the people there, the kids there, and that was, to me, that was just super special, and I thought that was really awesome, especially as a high schooler, sophomore, junior in high school. That was super cool, getting recognized at the fields. So now I'm going to talk about the explosion that happened on my channel, the first viral video that I had. This viral video, looking back at it, I am not proud of it. I did not expect it to go off like it did, but I'm super grateful for it. I would not be in this position that I am. But I'll play a little clip right here. Red, and it has like 6 intensities. See if I can show you guys. Okay. Let's see if you can see that. I don't know if you can or not. There you go. There you go. just for me, I love quality. And now that I'm like, now where I am, just with my capabilities, it's just, oh, it's so trash. But I just remember uploading that video. At that time, I probably had maybe 200 subscribers. And this has been like 4 years in the making, or like 3 or 4 years in the making. I woke up that morning after that video, 500 subscribers. I was like, oh my God. I was like, that's kind of crazy. The day goes by, it's nighttime, I wake up again, 1,000 subscribers. I was like, okay, I was literally at 100, 200 the other freaking day. The views on that video started just racking and racking up. And to some people, this you might not think is, oh, like you'll see the viewer count. You might not even think anything crazy of that, but to me, that was amazing. Again, I've been doing this for years, and seeing those numbers was crazy to me. But just the next morning, 4,000. Next morning, 6,000. Next morning, 10,000. Next morning, 15,000 subscribers. And I just didn't know what to do. After that, I just continually making airsofting videos. I really enjoyed making them, but with that, it became a little stressful. And that is where my downfall started. So at this point, I started to get a little burnt out. So as I started, I was making gameplay videos, which is a lot less demanding. I don't have to go anywhere. I just sit in my bedroom, record myself, and make videos. But with airsofting, I had to take a lot of time to go places, travel, edit a lot more than I'm used to. So my video counts, how much I upload was dropping significantly. I was uploading maybe 4 times, 5 times a week when I first started my YouTube channel, and it started going down to once or twice a week to even once or every other week at this point. But I had very high expectations for myself with the new level of, if you want to call it fame or community. I had really high standards for myself, and I was like, okay, I have to satisfy everyone's needs. And I wasn't looking at my needs. I was just fixated on what I was pushing out and the quality and everything. And just all the comments flooding in, it was just a little too much for me. And another issue was I started becoming very busy. So as some of you have been in high school or through high school already in college, is my junior, senior year, I started getting really busy and started really focusing on just life itself. And didn't upload as much, and that is kind of what killed my channel. So just reflecting back on all that, again, I really, really enjoyed it. I loved airsofting. I truly do miss it. But one thing I did realize through that is that my channel was built off of airsofting, and once I stopped that, it kind of just died, which is understandable. That's where the people who are subscribed and who watch my videos, that's what they were here for. And then doing my gameplay videos, if you go through them, you can see the significant view difference of my gameplay walkthrough videos compared to my airsofting videos. Again, I enjoyed them both, but one requires a lot more work than the other. So this is where we are today. So I am a senior in college right now. I'm graduating very soon, and I want to get back into YouTube. And I just want to give a little rundown of what's going to happen on this channel. Some of those are, some of you might know, just camera gear reviews and such. I have a lot of other camera gear I want to review. And then just some life advice. So being in college, this is my 4th year, there's just a lot of stuff that my friends in high school don't know, and they don't teach you in high school, and you just kind of figure out the hard way. And not saying anything happened crazy to me. I've been very fortunate, and I moved out at 18. But that's another separate video. We can talk about that. But just stuff like that, just video review or gear reviews, and then some life advice and anything you guys in particular want, and maybe some questions you have for me that I can use for a video. If you guys can comment down below and let me know what you guys want me to upload for you guys, answer some questions and turn some video, and I can give my perspective for my life. And I think that's very unique on YouTube. That's another reason why I love YouTube, is you can have a story of multiple people. And I hope you guys subscribe so you guys can see these new videos that are coming out very soon, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up. A little vulnerable. about my YouTube story. Some of you guys, some of my close friends, you guys already know most of this, but I'm so excited and hope you guys get to keep me accountable. But I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Just something real quick. Do you guys want to see my cat? This is Helios. He's so cute. Helios, say hi to the camera. Say hi, baby. Just gonna go find his brother. We found him. Kage, do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Oh, he's so cute.